is Jonathan, and today I'll be installing Slackware for the very first time. And Slackware is a Linux distribution just like Arch Linux, where you'll be able to customize your desktop. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so I'll be following a guide from Bobby, amazing Bobby. If you guys want to read this article, I'll leave it down in the description, this website. But let me scroll all the way down, because what I want to do right now is download the Slackware installation ISO image. So what you guys can do is that you guys can use wget command, which is right over there. Just copy it, and then from there we should be able to paste it to the terminal, just like so. And you guys can press on the enter key, and that should start downloading the ISO. So you guys can do it within the terminal. Alternatively, you guys could go to their website. Let me go back to Slackware. Hold on, I want to go to Slackware. So to search up for Slackware on Google or whatever search engine you use, click on Slackware, go to Get Slack, click onto Mirrors, select Slackware ISO images, select the latest version, and download that file over here by clicking onto it. Amazing, so it should now start downloading. But I'm doing it within the terminal, as you guys can see over here. So you guys don't have to use the website. You guys can download it using wget if you wanted to. It does the same thing. It would just download the ISO image. But I'm just using the terminal. I will be back when it's done because it's going to take a while, because it's like 3.6 gigabytes of space it needs to take. So yeah, I'll be back very soon. Okay, so basically it looks like I was able to get it downloaded with the ISO image. As you guys can see, if I go down to my files, it's over here, you guys can see it says Slackware 64-1 15.0-install-dvd.iso. So now we have the ISO image. Now let me go ahead and close out of the terminal. I'm now going to go over there to show applications. Now I'm going to go search up for Turtle box, right? Once I'm there, I should be able to create a new photo machine. So let me make this full screen. Let me click on to add. Then I should be able to go all the way to music because I've saved it over there. Actually, no, this is, I need to create a new, then I need to call this one Slackware. Okay, cool. Slackware Linux. Now I have to give this one a different ISO because I have not got it saved from here. If I go into music, if I now select Slackware 64-15.0-install-dvd.iso, right? Okay, cool. If I select Linux, and the version will be, I will select Arch Linux 64-bit. I will now go ahead and select next. Okay, give it as much memory as you truly want. I'll give it this amount of memory. I'll just give it this amount of CPU power. Click on to next. Now I can give it as much disk size as you truly want. So I can give it around 16 gigabytes of storage space. Now click on to next. Now click on to finish, and hopefully we'll be able to boot up to Slackware, right? Okay, it looks like we're able to boot up to Slackware. Now what you guys need to do is press on the enter key, and that should basically allow us to boot up. Awesome. Okay, so by default it's going to be using the US keyboard layout. So to change it, just type enter, just enter 1, press on the enter key. Now select your keyboard layout, which for me is uk.map. Press onto OK. Now you'll be able to test it, so you guys can just see if it works fine. What you guys can now do is press 1, and I do believe this will allow us to exit, right? Yep. Okay, so now our our login will be root. So you just type down root. There's not going to be a password, so just press on the enter key. And now what you guys need to do is now use cf disk. So if we write down cf disk, okay. Now press on the enter key. Let's use the GBT. Okay, so let me go ahead and create a new one. I'll give this one around maybe 14 gigabytes. press on the enter key, and there's going to be some free space. Just create a new one. Let's give it 2 gigs, and then for this one, let's go ahead and write to it. Hold on, not yet. I want to change the type, don't I? And let me change it to being Linux swap. Amazing. And now once you change it to being Linux swap, this will be so when we run out of memory, right, of our RAM, it's going to start using for Linux swap as RAM, but it's going to be a lot slower. But at least we got some backup for in case of use of all of the RAM. So this is supposed to use for computers that have like small amount of RAM. Yes, let's go ahead and write. I will show you want to write partition table to disk. Yes, I do. What did it say? Did not write partition table to disk. Type yes. Okay, I need to type yes. Press on the enter key. The partition table has been altered. Okay, that's great. Now I should be able to quit out the program. Quit program without writing changes. CF disk. I think we were able to write some changes, right? Yes, we were able to write some changes. Okay, cool. So let me quit out of it. Let me check out one more time. CF disk, just to make sure that everything is working fine. And yes, it does seem like it is working fine. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So what I'll do next is that now what I think I need to write down is the setup command, which I kind of forgot. So let me go ahead to the article over here, and what I need to do is run the setup command, which allow me to start setting up the system. So let me scroll the way down. Okay, yeah, we just typed down setup. So hold on, let me just put this all the way over there. Okay, cool. Now if I go ahead and yes, okay, cool. So now once I have done with my partitions, now I should be able to go back and go to setup. Now if I press on the enter key, it will start allowing me to set up the system. So scanning my system for partitions. If I go to help, it will just show you guys how to use this software. You guys can change a key map by going over here, and I'll select the UK one. I'll select 1 to exit because I don't want to be there anymore. Okay, Slackware setup has detected 1 or more swap partitions on the system. Those partitions has been pre-selected to be set as swap space. If there are any swap partitions that you do not wish to use, then with this installation, please unselect them with the up and down arrows and spacebar. If I wish to use all of them, yep, I do want to use that one. Okay. Would you like to check for bad blocks while running mkswap? So basically what this allows you to do is check if there's any physical damage on the drive. So bad sectors are just blocks of blocks on the hard drive that is corrupted due to physical damage. Sometimes it can be caused by viruses, or just due to like a low-level format, but it's mostly due to physical damage. But I don't need to do that because I don't need to do it. Okay, cool. So it looks like my swap space has been configured. So let's click on to OK. Okay, cool. Please select a partition for the following list to use as a root Linux partition. Select this one. Let's go ahead and format it. I will format it as ext4, which is a good one to use. I'm going to select OK. Let's install from Slackware CD or DVD as I'm using Flutterbox. Okay, so let's do auto. No, hopefully it works. Cool. It's time to select which general categories of software to install on the system. Use a spacebar to select or unselect the software we want to install. We can use the up and down arrows to select all the possible choices. Recommend choices has been pre-selected. Press the enter key when you are finished. Okay, let's scroll all the way down. I think everything here looks fine. Yep, okay, we want to have games, don't we? But we guys can deselect it by using the spacebar like so. But I will just select OK. Yeah, sure, let's use that one. So let's click on to OK, and now it should start for full installation. So right now it's installing some packages. This may take a while, so I'm going to go stop recording, and I'll be back once it's done. So I am back. So I'm just gonna skip that one. Don't need to worry about that. Okay, let's go for simple. Let's go for standard. I don't need to do anything there. Okay, let's go for install to master boot record. Amazing. It worked without any errors, by the way. So that is great progress. Okay, shall we load the DPM program at boot? I don't think we should. Hold on, I don't know what that basically. Okay, I don't think we'll do that, don't we all? That's covering the network. That's to set up the root password. So I would have to assume that if we wanted to do this, what we needed to do was that, okay, yeah, we just press onto the no button from here, isn't it? Or okay, let's just press yes. Would you like to configure a network? Okay, let's go and configure it. So now you guys can enter any host name that I want. So for example, I can call this one Slackware 15, and then for next one will have to be a local host. Okay, we'll do some advanced setup requires. No, we don't want to do that. Let's go for network manager. Okay, yes, amazing. So settings accepted. Basic network configuration is completed. Okay. Okay, so these are some services that will be able to enable that will start up when you do boot up the system. So for example, guys can enable the MySQL database thing if you just want to automatically the operating system to automatically start up the database server if you want to do that. But I don't want to do it. I think everything by default is completely fine. So I'll select OK. Would you like to try out some custom screen fonts? Just select no. Okay, so now we'll be able to set up the hardware clock. I just want to select no, and I will select my country, which should be all the way down. My country will be London because I'm currently in England, so I'll just select London. ST. Here is Europe. You just have to scroll all the way down until we see London. So this is the one that I want to select. Press onto OK, and I'm going to go ahead and install Vim. There's no Nano, which I would prefer to use Nano because that's my preferred text editor within the terminal, but I don't have it, so I just have to select Vim, sadly. Okay, so please select the default window manager to use with the X windowing system. This will define the style of a graphical user interface. Okay, so you guys can choose either the KDE or XFCE. You guys can choose Fluxbox. You guys can use all of these other window managers as well as the desktop environments. I will select the KDE, but you guys can use XFCE as well if you truly wanted to. But I prefer KDE over XFCE because it's more modern and it has way more features. But if you guys have like a slower machine, then you'll probably want to choose XFCE, which is a good choice. So we just select let me select KDE. There's currently no password set on the system administrator account root. It is recommended that I set one now, so that is active the first time the machine is booted. This is especially important if you're using a network enabled kernel and the machine is on internet connected LAN. Would you like to set up a root password? Select yes. I'll just put down a very simple password because it's just a VM, but make sure you enter like a really complicated password. Press on the enter key. System configuration installation complete. We may now reboot the system. Okay, let's select exit. Okay, and now I'm going to go and power off. Amazing, it's powering off. So let me go all the way to settings. Let me make sure that the ISO is gone, which it does seem like it is gone. Press onto OK. Let me go back. Storage. Yep. Okay, we only have that. And so now here's the moment of truth. Will it work? Let's press on to start. Hopefully it does work. There's a bit of that graphical glitch. Yes, 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 yes. I was able to get it installed. Okay, let me just log into root. 123, because that's my password. It's just so easy. So now I need to go ahead and add a new user in, which I probably do know how to do that. Hold on. Let me go back to Firefox. I will need to follow up their instructions. Okay, here it is. So we just want to do user add -m-g users. Then we want to add him to some of those groups. So let's get started with that right now. So I'm just going to put it over there so that way I can go and copy it. And just scroll the way down for some random reason. So let me scroll the way up, and then from here we should be able to add a new user in. So to do so, what you guys need to do is to user add -m. Now I should be able to do -g users capital G wheel floppy. Now you guys can add in audio. Now you guys can add in video, CD-ROM, comma, plug dev. So plug dev. Okay, so after that one, just do net dev. I'll now do LP. Can I make this one bigger? Yes, we got LP over there. So that seems like it is LP. Now we want to add in the would it be that one? No, that one just be AI, won't it? So we just want that one instead. Okay, cool. So we got LP. Let me go ahead and now add in scanner. Now let me go ahead and now do this last bit, which will be -s, and then after that what we need to do is now do dash the bin, and I'm going to make it bigger. -s, okay, that looking good. Now let me just do bash. Okay, now we guys can give him a username. So for example, I can give this one John. Now if I press on the enter key, hopefully he is added. So now I should be able to add a password to John by doing the password, and I can just enter my username, and I can set a password for him. Yeah, it's totally fine. Cool. So now we have set up a password for John. So now what we should be able to do is be able to log out of John if out of a user, and then we could use John if we wanted to. But what I want to do firstly is that we want to start with a graphical login screen or boot instead of Slackware default console login. Choose for default run level from 3 to 4 and etc. in its tab file. Open the file by typing the command below, edit the display line and save the change. So what guys need to do is now use Vim in order to change some configurations, so that way we'll be able to use a graphical login. So let me go ahead and do it. So so I'm just going to type down Vim. I'll just do etc. Then after that, I'm going to do init tab. Press on the enter key. Okay, cool. So what we guys need to do now is to press onto S, and that should allow it to start editing. And it should be all the way up here on it. What do I need to do with that? Do I need to set this one to being 4? Okay, so this one needs to be set up as a 4. So, okay, cool. So now go over there, now we see number 3, and we just need to get rid of 3, and we just need to put down like a 4 over there. If you guys want to exit from it, just press on the escape key, and now you guys should be able to add those 2 lines in. Now do WQ, and that should basically work changes, and then quit out of it. So that is good. Okay, so now we should be able to go ahead and reboot. So if I do reboot, then hopefully it does reboot, and it boots up to the graphical login screen. Press on the enter key. Yes, it looks like it's working. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And it says John over there automatically. But now if I enter my password in, then it should allow me to enter KD Plasma without any problems at all. Okay, so basically I just had to restart the computer, but everything seems to be working right now after my reboot. So yeah, probably was just using too much of my resources or trying to get it installed in my VM. They just decided to be a bit slow and be a bit sluggish. So I just restarted my computer and now I was able to boot up to KD Plasma and Slackware Linux. I did this on my host computer, which is Fedora. Okay, so what I need to do right now is open up to the terminal. So to do so, all I need to do is now go to search, run up the terminal. I'm going to click onto the XFCE terminal because it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so now we are here. So now what I need to do is do vim etc slack pkg mirrors. But before I do that, can I now log into my sudo account? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. So I should now be logged into my sudo account. Now I should be able to do vim, and then I can do etc. Now I can do a slack pkg. Now I can go ahead and enter mirrors. Does this look correct? Does seem like it. Okay, cool. So let me scroll the way down. Okay. So which one do we want? We want the current one, don't we? And we want to have the HTTP mirrors, and then we want to have X mission, which might be at the line, is that 339? Here it is, we want this one, don't we? HTTPS mirrors US kernel. Okay, we want mirrors dot X mission. Yeah, that's the one we want, isn't it? So what I need to do is press onto S. Now I should be able to get rid of that comment. Press on escape, and after that I should be able to do this, and now I should be able to write and then quit. If I now press on the enter key, I do something like mail fetch, see if it's pre-installed, and it looks like it is pre-installed. So in this video I was able to learn and how I was able to install Slackware for the very first time. This is a very nice website. You guys can read through it yourself. It taught me a lot on how to actually install Slackware. I will be doing more videos on Slackware in the future by being able to install other desktop environments, maybe be able to install real hardware, but it's very amazing. You know, Slackware is a great Linux distribution, and I would highly recommend anyone to install it. As you guys will see at the bottom, it says here that Slackware is an independent Linux distro developed by Patrick that doesn't follow any particular period to release a new version like Ubuntu or rolling release distributions. Instead, building Slackware aims to give exceptional stability, so there is a new version released every year. So it's like Debian, but it's more aimed to be for actual users that want to have non-running release distributions, so it'll be less up to date if you just want to have more of a modern system. So it's amazing, in my honest opinion. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please put a like and please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.